Hey guys, I actually started a video in the house, but I couldn't even finish it. I feel weird doing videos in front of Aaron because he doesn't feel the same way about things. He doesn't look at things the same way. And I feel weird talking about things in front of him. I won't after everything happens, because then he's going to find out that it's actually real. I'll show you guys our chickies. See our girls? They're so pretty. They're so pretty. Our girls are so pretty. See? They're so pretty. We've actually been getting a fair amount of eggs from them. Not enough to put any for sale on the farm stand yet, but the coop is doing real well for the it's doing a great job for what it is, you know, for how we put it together and everything. It's actually doing a really good job. So it looks like our squash plants are done. We have a few more. That's a baby one. There's one that rotted in there that I didn't even realize was in there. That one looks like it got eaten partly. Sorry, I'm trying to break this off the plant and I'm having a hard time getting it off from here. Hang on. Sorry if it falls, guys. Alright. I was struggling to get my squash off from there. Yeah, it's a baby one, but and there's the other little baby one. So those actually survived. So we got these. So there's these two. I still don't have all that squash done. There's still more. There's another squash on top of the old coop that needs to be gotten off from there. I don't even know where you guys are looking. Up at the sky, basically. Yeah, there's not a lot left in the garden. We're gonna put these. I have a lot of tomatoes that I gotta get picked. Not sure about green beans. No, we do have some beans. There's our beans. We thought those were sunflowers, but they weren't. Had to get my strawberry patches cleaned out, especially that one. That's like that because of all the runners in it. Never did get them taken care of. Yeah, look at all those tomatoes. And they're so good. I deal with a lot of tomatoes cracking. They're amazingly good, though. I will get our Alright, I'm gonna have to get the tomatoes out of here. Something's been getting in here and eating them. Oh, I think I lost out on my basil. I gotta get in here and get the rest of this stuff. Oh, we lost our peppers. It just got too cold. Which means I probably lost all of the rest of my tomato and pepper plants. Throw that one in the compost. That one didn't look right. They are really good though. It does look like I've got to get out here and get the rest of my bean plants and the rest of these the rest of my beans and these tomatoes and things. So there's the mint. We still have oregano and lemon thyme. Oh, that's looking really good still. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. Shoot, I think we might have lost out on the rest of the beans. I don't have time today, but I'm gonna get out here in the morning. I had to get in the tub this morning. Yeah, this is not great. But, I mean, it's that time of the year, you know. I do think I lost out on the rest of my basil, though, which really sucks. Well, I wish I could, go all the way out on the other side of the property. Oh, I just stepped on a green tomato. Dang it. But I can't. Because I don't know what... Really? Another one that had to go in the compost. Because I don't know what all kind of weeds and stuff are out there. Our apple tree. Really suffered immensely this year. And our plums got stolen right off the tree. Literally, they did. They got stolen. Our apple tree suffered so much from them Japanese beetles. See, my problem is with our farm and our homestead, we have very little time. And I've talked about this many times. We don't have much time. Because we don't have much time, I feel like we need to expand as quickly as possible. The problem with that is that I'm basically going to be doing this by myself. I don't have anyone that is truly willing to help. Now, I know some of you are going to be like, well, you have Scott there? Yeah, I have Scott here. I pretty much have to twist his arm to get him to get up and go out there and do anything. Or come out here and do anything. Yeah, I've got him working with the chickens most days. Getting up and coming out and letting them out and everything. And the reason is because I'm trying to get him accustomed to working with farm. It's also hard for me to get up early because I work so late. We need to supplement our income, but that also means less time. I want to be able to go into homesteading full time, but that's going to take money. Money that we don't have. I was hoping to be able to make some off the farm stand. I made some off the peaches. That's it. And I went directly back into the homestead. And it was just under $100, which isn't much. I can't even get Scott to help me keep the weeds down. He does it one day, maybe a couple days, and then doesn't want to deal with it. Basically dealing with someone that just doesn't want to do any work. And when I say any work, I mean any work at all, except for he goes to work at his job. At home, he doesn't want to do anything. So I'm going to have to break all this down into segments that I can handle. Because it's just getting too stressful on me to keep hounding him about it. And I've got to focus my energy and attention on the homestead. I don't know how to get rid of the weeds. I don't have the money for the mulch. I mean, that's what it would take. That's what I want to be able to do, is like mulch all of this down, get it cut way down, mulch it all down, so I can actually go with a food forest. I don't really know how to do that. I have the money. I guess, again, one thing at a time. I feel like the rest of it's just gonna go to hell while I'm working on that one thing. But I don't know how else to do it. Because I don't have any help. Chloe left. She didn't really care for working outside anyway. I'm a little worried about her. Because she's all wrapped up in, get it, she has her own place, it's exciting, all of that, I get it, but the time that we're living in, she's not ready. She doesn't even care to think about it. It scares me. And that's one of the reasons why I feel the urgency to get this homestead going. Because at some point, it's going to be all we have. It's going to be all we have to keep us alive. Food, medicine, and we're going to have to know how to do it, and I haven't even had the time to work with it. And I've gotten to the point to where I've hit some emotional stumbling blocks, to where I just haven't been able to really accomplish anything, because I'm just so down. It's been really hard. Especially when we first came back and Scott was all enthused about it, and at first I thought it was going to be, because he was really helping out a lot, and he realized how hard the work is actually going to be, and doesn't care anymore. doesn't want to even try. So I'm on my own. Getting this property cleaned up, getting it the way it should be. And getting the whole homestead set up. I want to be able to get goats. We might only be able to deal with goats and chickens. I'll have to expand our chicken coop. And then just grow as much food as possible. And I'm going to have to pour a lot into making sure that we get good gardens. Really good gardens. And more than half of the soil that's on this property, I can't even grow anything in because it's full of chemicals. So I have to have raised beds. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a hold of all the cardboard I need, the garden beds I need, everything I need to put the soil together. I don't know. I kind of feel like the dream is shattering. But I'm going to keep plugging away at it. Because I know at some point it's going to be a survival forest. Not just a food forest in the making. And when we have bugs destroying 2 of our trees, the fruit on 2 of our trees, and someone stealing the fruit off from another tree, we got some decent out of our garden, you know. But I haven't even been able to pressure can because I don't have it. So I have the salt to ferment, so I've had to freeze it. Power grids go down. We're going to lose a lot of food. And we're going into winter. So I'm going to have to put some money into buying food, putting food back to get us through until we start getting garden harvest again. I'm going to have to get out here. I'm going to have to make sure I get my dandelions. I'm going to have to make sure I dry the roots to be able to use for the coffee. I'm going to have to make sure I get everything set up for a solar dehydrator so I can actually dehydrate in the sun and not have to worry about electricity. Because this is the one crutch that I have, especially staying in the house, which I didn't want, but we're not safe in that trailer. And not leaving the house to Aaron. At least not letting him fully take care of it by himself. Guess he's not ready right now. He's just not ready. I would love to expand our farm, but I don't know if I can. Because what I've wanted to do, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. The goats, yeah. I just got to get the cattle panels and, get that set up and everything, but he is going to have to knock the weeds down around that whole area. So we can get the cattle panel up. I'm going to have to do that before it freezes. So I'm going to have to get that. I should only have to order one side of it, because it should be enough. I'm going to have to figure out where to get the dairy goats from. I want at least 2. I might get 4. It depends on how much they are. But I know I want at least 2. So then I'm going to have to get the metal trash cans and stock up on the feed. Also going to figure out where to plot out their garden. I mean, honestly, right now, if I got goats, I could easily, like, find a spot to tether them down to and let them eat the weeds down. I don't have a way to fence them in to do that in different places. Not going to be able to get the fence to put around an entire area to do that. So we'll have to, like, I'm hoping to get the fence that I want, that I'm hoping for. If I can, then I can start putting that up and enclose certain areas and put cattle panel around on the inside of it. And help, let them with weed control, Right now that would be a problem because I don't have anything to tether them to. It's just a little disheartening because I know the potential of this property. And I know what I want Faith First Farm and Homestead to be. And it's going to be a lot harder for me to do it by myself.
I have a question.
What?
Should I put the old bedding that's in the coop in a contractor bag and throw it out, or put it in the compost?
Compost? Why would you throw that away?
Alright.
And are you really... What are you doing in there?
What do you mean, what am I doing in there? I'm cleaning it out and then sweeping.
You gotta do more than sweep in there. What are you doing as far as cleaning it out?
I'm taking the stuff out for right now so I can sweep.
Okay, Scott, you can't sweep it. You literally have to take a shovel and scrape all that stuff off the floor.
I haven't had any problems with that so far. But yes,
There's old chicken crap stuck to the floor.
I haven't had any. I started in the back, and I haven't had any of that yet. But if
Scott,
I do get it,
in the back, it's full of it. And you should be wearing a mask. Hang on, guys.
All right.
I'm going to plan on pretty much doing this by myself. Because decisions he's making are not smart, and they're probably going to end up killing him in the long run. I'm not doing well emotionally. I'm not. I'm probably going to end up losing my husband because he's making dumb decisions. But I'm going to figure out how to break this down, segment it out enough to where I can do it by myself. And at this point, except for God and God alone, I'm done relying on other people. It's not worth it. No one cares enough. I'm sorry, you guys. This is not a great video, and I apologize for that. Wanted to do a chat video, and I couldn't come out with everything in the house in front of Aaron. I know I'm going to have my hands full after the power grids go down. I know I will. And I'm just praying that Faith First Farm and Homestead that God will help it to be what it needs to be that help for people when it comes down to that desperate need. I'm going to go ahead and get off from here because I'm not really emotionally... I'm not emotionally set today. Better emotional and mental state of mind next time. The next video I want to get into the 30 skills to learn before the collapse. And that's off from the Homestead Survival site. So I'm going to go ahead and get off from here. I'll get this uploaded, and I probably won't do that one until tomorrow. I'm going to have to come out here tomorrow morning and get the garden harvested. Yeah. Again, I apologize. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. And if you have any pointers on me being able to get this homestead in shape by myself, please let me know. Leave a comment and let me know. I will see you guys in the next video. Please check your subscriptions. Always make sure you do that. Make sure you're still subscribed. Click on that notification bell and click on all to make sure you get all the notifications and do your research. It is so important, you guys. Do your research and please like and share all these videos. Get them out there to people. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.